Do you feel awkward talking to your children about puberty and sex? Welcome to my successes and fails. My name's Richard Shorter. I'm a non-perfect dad. It's being courageously honest about my parenting and helping you do the same. My success this week has been that I have been able to talk about sex and puberty in a really natural way. My oldest two children are at that age where they seem to be kind of finding an association game between puberty and sex with lots of things that happen to them in their weekly life. And their friends are talking about it lots too. In this past week, I've had a number of occasions where sex and puberty have come up in conversation. And I think my success this week is that I've been able to talk about that in a natural, normal way and join in with the conversation. I haven't shut the conversation down. I've set boundaries in about where it's appropriate and not appropriate to be sharing, but I have helped my children see that puberty and sex are very normal, natural things. I don't want my children to have shame around these issues. I've worked with so many young people who do have shame around puberty and around sex that I've tried to keep a very open and honest communication pathway. My fail this week is that one of my children had written 3 beautiful poems about bullying to be part of her schoolwork, and she asked me from our sitting room through the kind of hatch into our kitchen, could she read them to me? And she started reading them to me, and I totally forgot that I was meant to be listening to her, and I walked off upstairs to one of my other children. Ouch, I know, how rude is that? And needless to say, a voice from downstairs came, "Dad, you're meant to be listening to my poems." I felt so embarrassed and I felt so guilty for just walking off in the middle of my daughter's personal poetry recital for me. When we're honest about how we're doing as parents, we can see our strengths and our weaknesses. It can help us play to our strengths and minimize our weaknesses. It can help us make sure we're not in a groove of parenting which is unhelpful for our children, and it can help us make sure that we're passing on the character that we desperately want to see our children embody in later life. Character which, if they manage to embody, will help them be world changers. Why don't you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can see more of my successes and failures and my other parenting videos? And also, can I invite you in the comments box to find the link to my newsletter sign up, where each week I post my fails and successes as well as other thoughts and prompts to help parents be courageously honest in their parenting.